So it's the final section of the Secret Golf Tour Report for the Genesis Invitational this week. Our celeb showdown with the icon that is Marty Hackl. Jay, I have a question, and the only reason I didn't ask it during the celeb showdown was I didn't want to embarrass you in front of Marty, but did you make an extra special effort to dress nice today?
There's a lot of pressure to look good when you have a fashionista on the show. And so I dug into my closet and I pulled out my best cardigan sweater and I put some extra product in my hair. I had my nails done. I just felt like I've got to bring it today.
Before we started recording it, I actually saw you put saliva on your hand and run it through your hair to tap down the back. But yeah. I mean, I'm calling you out. However, I know for a fact that you're wearing baseball or basketball shorts.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. That's not true. You're lying.
You definitely are. I know you well enough by now. Okay, so Genesis Invitational, we're going to see this icon that is Riviera again this week. You like this course?
I love it. Back in the day when I was working for the PGA Tour, when I first got hired, my first project was Vijay Singh needed a clip reel. He wanted all of Ben Hogan's swings. And we had this entire reel of Hogan at Riviera. So it looks exactly the same. Yeah. To me, it's sort of the iconic golden era golf course.
Yeah, it's like that old Hollywood style and everything. It just seems very glitz and glam when you're there. Bearing in mind it is in Pacific Palisades and all the houses are blooming mansions around the course, but it's just got that kind of old Hollywood glam about it. And it's going to be great to watch this week. And that's why we had Marty Hackl on to rip the modern golf fashion apart.
Well, I mean, who's going to doubt Marty? I mean, the guy, look at him. He looks spectacular. The guy's impeccably dressed. It was great having him on, wasn't it?
He wears that woven tie. I love that. Anyway, right, we have important matters to deal with in the form of those dark horse picks. So I'm looking at our sheet and I have one pick as usual, but you have 3 names this week, which tells me you're either being very greedy or you're slightly indecisive.
I am so confident in my picks this week that I had trouble narrowing it down. In fact, I probably could have come up with a couple more. It was very difficult to cut my list down, but I was able to do it. And I think these 3 men this week are going to love being in LA. Okay,
well, you can start with one.
Well, I'm going to start, probably going to go in reverse order, 3, 2, 1. So this first guy I just love his name. That has nothing to do with the fact that I picked him, but I just love this guy's name. But what I like more is his ball striking. He ranks 22nd on tour. He's not coming in with the greatest form, but his numbers match Riviera. 52nd in scrambling, 20 in par 4 scoring average. And one thing I like is bogey avoidance. Let's not drop a stroke. He's 18th on tour. My first dark horse this week is the one and only Doc Redman.
He's popped up quite a lot on our reports for this 2021 season, especially the fall season before the Christmas break. But as you say, he's coming off, pretty much a dead last finish and then 2 miscuts. But his numbers, when you look at our sheet and we color coordinate everything, he's got green in 4 out of 5 categories that we think are going to be important for Riv this week. So Doc Redman at 225 to 1, like those odds are brilliant. Yeah, there's got to be something in that. I agree with you.
Yeah, 163 in putting average, that's his Achilles. So we always say, can a player overcome his weakness? Mm-hmm. He needs to drop some putts. If he does, look out for the good doctor.
Okay. Do you want mine? Do you want me just to go with mine now?
I really do.
Okay, well, this is a guy that I had picked for Torrey Pines, and he let me down. He was my dark horse for Torrey Pines, and I was so big on him, and I think he started hot and then crashed and burned. So the following week for the Waste Management Phoenix Open, I was like, should I pick him again? And I didn't, and he ended up finishing 7th. And then last week at Pebble Beach, he was in the mix and finished 16th in the end. Matthew Neesmith has got fantastic stats. Off the tee, that ball striking stat that we're putting together this week, he's 4th on the whole PGA Tour. That's definitely his strength. He hits the ball a mile. If he can keep it in those fairways, and if he can get that approach to the green, which all seems to be working for him right now, I think that this being a Bombers course could suit Neesmith. And at 140 to 1, he's my dark horse pick.
Picking players it includes a lot of forgiveness, doesn't it, Diane? You've been burned by Mr. Neesmith, and now you're forgiving him. And what a better way to do it than in the City of Angels, where that demands forgiveness. So I like this pick. He's playing very well, and I like the fact that you're able to overlook your past history with him and not hold any grudges. Well done.
Well, you've had to do that with Max Homa, and we have him as a sizzler this week. Homa let you down.
No, I'm still upset with him, but that's okay. Go ahead.
Right, so that's my one. You're going with 3 this week. First one was Doc Redman. I gave Matthew Neesmith. Who's up next for you?
So I like this guy. I've always liked this guy, and I've always had him on my eye on him. His numbers, he's got 3 of our 5 categories, 2 in the top 10, 1 hovering at 11, just outside the top 10. Ball striking at 11, par 4 scoring 7th, bogey avoidance at 8. So he's scoring on the par 4s and he's not dropping shots.
Yeah.
That means this guy is a climber. My second dark horse pick, Emiliano Grillo.
He's been in contention a lot since, again, the start of the 21 season. I would say his name has been on our radar. The thing about Grillo is I feel like he goes really low, maybe Thursday, Friday. Saturday or Sunday, one of those days it falls apart for him a little bit. But again, I really think that that's going to come. We've seen it time and time again. It's experience, and it's putting yourself in that situation and being able to perform as well as you have for the previous couple of days. So I think it's only a matter of time for Grillo. And as you say, he has 3 of his 5 stats within the top 11 on the PGA Tour, which is incredible.
I mean, I'm looking at a lot of the guys at the very top of our sheet, and you don't see that. You don't see guys with numbers like that. And again, you're going to see a running theme with my picks, and I'm going to give you the third one in a minute. They struggle with their putting average. So the PGA Tour and scoring is all about making putts. Most guys are great very good ball strikers and get on the green. Can they make those 5 to 10 foot, and then every now and again those 20-foot putts to really tack on that score? If one of these guys can do it this week, look out.
And the scoring's not necessarily super high at the Genesis Invitational. Adam Scott winning at 11 under last year. The lowest the score's been over the past couple of years is DJ in 2017 at 17 under. So it's not going to be a shootout. It's a difficult course. And Grillo 11th for the ball striking stat on the PGA Tour. I like it. 160 to 1. So a guy, I mean, finishing in the top 10, I don't know what those odds are, but they've got to be good.
You ready for number 3?
I am.
Well, this one, full disclaimer, I have a conflict of interest here because this guy is somebody we know very well. Here's some inside information. He has the nicest mother in the entire world. That's a huge stat for me. Yeah. How nice is his mom? This woman is a saint. Now, she also has a daughter that I have to put up with every now and again, and I forgive her for that. So if you can't guess by now, my third pick is Russell Knox. He is 3rd in bogey avoidance. There's my theme of the week. Can they hang in there without giving away shots to the field? His ball striking's always been his calling card. 31st on tour, 23rd in scrambling if he misses the green. Par 4 scoring, he's the 28. The running theme of putting and putting deficiency that runs through my team this week. Russell's right there. We've always known he struggled with the putter, but here's what I like. He's playing very well. Yeah. We have him coming in form 46, but his Thursday, Friday, and then being in contention this past week, is going to do a lot for his confidence. So I kind of feel like he's getting on this role, or he's been on this role. He's actually been playing very good, consistent golf after going through a bit of a down period. So my third and final dark horse, saving the best for last for one, Val Knox, is her son, Russell.
Oh, that's great. I mean, 150 to 1. I could say so much. I get blasted on social media every week. If I pick him, I get blasted for being biased. If I don't pick him, it's like, where's the loyalty? So, you know, obviously, like, Russell and I talk a lot about golf and his game, and then we talk a lot about everything else but golf sometimes. So it's not like I want to give away like anything, but Alex sent me this stat yesterday, which I loved. So far this season, Russell's hit 76.2% greens in regulation. Only Tiger Woods has hit more than 75% for an entire PGA Tour season, and that was in 2000. So Elk and I both sent him that stat. And, you know, amazing. He's playing to the strength of his game right now, and he's working very hard on that kind of flawed stat, which has always been the putting for him. But he's working with new coaches, and he's got the line on his ball now. There's a lot going on, and he's put in, I think, more work than he ever has with his game. So it's good to see it paying off.
And I'm surprised you're overlooking the key feature that's happened in his life. He got a dog named Rusty.
He got a dog.
Clearly, since Rusty came into his life, his game has turned around. Maybe that was the missing link.
I text him sometimes saying, do it for Rusty. So our puppies are actually meeting for the first time next week. We're very excited. That's pretty much all we talk about right now. Never mind golf, we just talk about the dogs. So I approve of that dark horse pick. I approve of all of your picks this week. Great odds,
Thanks.
big names. Russell Knox, Emiliano Grillo, and Doc Redman. And my dark horse is Matthew Neesmith.